Yo, what's up, guys? We are back with another episode of our series, which I like to call the One Piece Fight Club. With this time, we're doing four teams. First team, Team A, includes Shanks, Mihawk, Zoro, and Law. There's Team B of Kaido, Akainu, Yamato, Sanji. Team C of Blackbeard, Kuzan, Luffy, and what was it, King? Yeah, and then Team D of Big Mom, Kizaru, my boy Kid, and Marco. Sorry, I don't actually have the picture in front of me. I have to put it in later. So I was trying to remember who it was. Anyway, now obviously Team D wins because my boy Kid solos everybody. I have it out of my system. Let's do this for real. Anyway, there's a lot of different ways we could think about how to win, but I think we're going to just go who wins head to head in each matchup. Team A versus Team B. I've got to look at. I think Kaido can beat Shanks. I think Kaido is the strongest guy out of all these guys. That's just my personal opinion. Um, However, I do think Mihawk could possibly beat Akainu, although I think that's a really close one. Um, I think Zoro could beat Yamato again, very close. I think Law could beat Sanji, not particularly close. Um, Therefore, I think we gotta go. And then I think if it comes down to those three versus Kaido, obviously, I think the three of them together could beat Kaido because it would be a close fight between Shanks and Kaido. So he's probably be on his last legs. Those three together could probably beat him. Um, so I give Team A the win there. Team A versus Team C. I'd have to go. Again, I think Shanks and Mihawk could beat Blackbeard and Kuzan. Obviously, Luffy could beat Zoro. And I think Law could beat Kid. So now it's basically Shanks, Mihawk, and Law versus Luffy. Even if you go one v one and one at a time, there's no way he beats all three of them. So you got to give it to Team A again. Going down the list, I do think that it's pretty much the same thing for Team D. Uh, Basically, I think Kid would beat Zoro because I think not only do I think Kid's stronger than Zoro overall, I do think he's a very bad matchup. I mean, he's a swordsman. Swords are made out of metal. Kid has magnet powers, kind of like a whole Magneto versus Wolverine thing. I know Zoro has hockey, so it negated a little bit, but I still think it would. He's still a bad matchup for Zoro. Um, but either way, then it's basically just him versus the other three, and there's no way he could beat him 3-on-1. Um, so yeah, I think Team A is the number one. Let's keep going and let's see if we get a second through fourth place on this one. Team V, Team B versus Team C. I think we're gonna get definitely again Kaido beats Blackbeard. Akainu beats Kuzan, as we know, we've actually seen that one. Luffy obviously beats Yamato. Does Kid beat Sanji? It's debatable. Obviously, I would give King the edge, I guess, slightly. I don't know. I think Sanji actually would win, but just for the argument, we'll say King wins. Um, but then it would be Kaido and Akainu versus Luffy and King. I think that 2-on-2 they still win. So I give Team B over Team C, and then Team B versus Team D. Again, I think Kaido beats Big Mom. I think again Akainu obviously beats Kizaru. Does Yamato beat Kid? No, Kid obviously beats Yamato. And then Marco, again, just for the sake of the argument, let's say he beats Sanji. Um, but then, yeah, I think there's no way those two could beat Kaido and Akainu 2-on-1. So basically, same thing. So, yeah, so I think Team B is probably the second best team on this list. And I think what it comes down to, Team B is really they have like the two strongest guys, like the strongest. He has the strongest admiral and probably the strongest overall character that we've actually seen fight. I know people say like Emu and Joy Boy and all these guys are stronger, but I mean we've never actually seen them actually fight. So, but anyway, not regardless of that. So, but they also have like two of the weakest with Yamato and Sanji on the list. But anyway, so for the third place match, it's Team C versus Team D. Oh, I think I will take Blackbeard over Big Mom. But Big Mom probably is the weakest Yonko, which people really give her a lot of flack for that. But like being the weakest Yonko is still like super strong. It's still like top 10 in the whole series, probably, So anyway, still very powerful. So I do think it's a close fight. I will give it to Blackbeard. So now we're going to be going to Kuzan versus Kizaru. I'll give it to Kuzan, slight edge. Kid versus Luffy. Gotta give it to Luffy, obviously. And King versus Marco. I guess we could give it to Marco just for the sake of giving Team D a fighting chance, but then he can't face those other guys 3-on-1. Obviously, so Team C. So the rankings of this are Team A 1, Team B second place, Team C third place, Team D fourth place. What do you guys think? How would you rank these teams? Who do you think is the best team? Make sure to give me a like and a follow. And thanks for watching, you